make sure to check out Agelessgeeks.com, and if you're local in California, you can check out their store where they have cards, games, figures, and more. Be sure to check out the Plastic Power podcast on Spotify. It's hosted by me, Daredevil19, and my buddy Star Blast Studios, and we do talk about action figures, anime, and more, and we do have guests on there a lot as well. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Kong Studios Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku. And I love this design for Goku. It looks great in figure form. It's awesome that Kong Studios makes these more fan fiction or non-canon type characters. So let's get into it right away and see how this third-party Goku figure turned out. Alright, so taking a quick look at the box here, there's the front, pretty basic for Kong, very nice artwork on the side, nothing pretty much on the back, same thing on the other side. Now let's take a closer detailed look, and I am pretty damn impressed with Kong Studios on this one. This is my second figure from him, but it's practically almost just as good as an SH Figuarts. The paint and sculpt detail were handled really well. Paint is nice and clean throughout the figure. A minor issue is the tie piece on the belt. It does unpeg very easily, but you just gotta pop it back on, so keep that in mind. I also have an issue with my left arm where sometimes it pops off the joint at the bicep swivel if you hinge in the elbow joint too much. I mean, all I have to do is just pop it back on, but that is a minor QC issue. But really, besides that, everything is really good on this Goku. For this being a third-party company, they are definitely on par, almost, with SH Figuarts. Unfortunately, the first figure I got from them, my Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta from Kong Studios, did break, but thankfully, this one and then the regular Xeno Super Saiyan 4 Goku had no breaks either. So now moving on to the height here, so to the very tippy-top-a-roo of Goku's head, it looks like he's a little over 5.5 inches, then to the very top of his hair, he's 6.5. So now let's see him compared to some other figures. So we do have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku, and you can see he's a little bit taller than them. Then we do have the Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie version Goku, and then we do have the Figurized Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which towers over all of them. And then here he is, compared to some other figures. So we do have the SH Figuarts Android 17 and 18. Then we do have the Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie Gohan, and then we do have Zarbon. But yeah, there is the height and height comparisons. Now let's move on to the accessories. Alright, so now moving on to the accessories here, as you can see we do get a bunch of faces and hands, so a lot of display options. So starting off with the faces, we do get the basic stern face on the left, another basic stern face, but he's slightly looking to the left and up. Then we do get a smirking face, another smirking face looking left but down, angry teeth gritted face, and then we do get the yelling, screaming face, and I think they did a really nice job on all 6 faces there, and you swap them out the same way you do with the Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now for the hands here, starting on the top left, we do get a pair of fists, then we do get a pair of instant transmission hands, then we do get a pair of those like martial art stance type hands, then we do get a right hand holding a Patara earring, then we do get a pair of Kamehameha hands, another pair of them, but we do have the pegs on it in case you want to use the accessory that came with the Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then we do get some open palm blast hands. So kind of sucks he didn't have a Kamehameha effect. So that is all the accessories included with this Goku. Now let's take a look at his articulation. Alright, so now moving on to the articulation. The hair has the same movement as the official Figuarts, as you can see there. Neck looks down pretty good, or the head looks up really well also. You do get very nice pivot, and then it also does swivel. Torso doesn't go too far forward, goes back pretty well. You do get just a little bit of pivot, and then you do get swivel. Now the tail can swivel and hinge, and then when you do get a very nice circular motion out of the shoulder, and the shoulder joints, you can get them to pretty much crisscross the arms. They do go out 90 degrees, they do go up and down. We do get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. If I go in too far, my arm pops off. Then we do get the ball hinge on the wrist, and then it can swivel on the belt, but it falls off real easily. The legs kick forward 90 degrees, go back pretty good. You can't Van Damme it, but go out to the side pretty well. You do get thighs swivel, double jointed knees, bend back a little more than 90 degrees. You do get a little bit of swivel at the boot, and at the ankle, they really don't hinge up or down good, and the pivot isn't really that great either, and my toe hinge is stuck on that foot, but you do get a toe hinge as well. So I am really impressed with Kong Studios with this Goku. I have both the Limit Breaker and the regular version, and they're great, but both also suffer the bad ankle joint issue, and it can be difficult standing either figure, but it can be done with some patience. Minor issue is the knot on the tie on the belt does pop off easily, but you can just pop it right back on. It's so minor, and if I bend my left elbow joint in too much, it pops off. I just gotta peg it back in though, so those are a couple minor issues there. But the detail, like I said, was done extremely well. One of my favorite parts to this figure. Articulation is definitely good enough for the most part, and it's very similar to the official SH Figure Art Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And the accessories are great too. Even though it's just hands and faces, they give you a bunch of them for plenty of display options. So now moving on to my ratings for this figure. So for detail, definitely gonna have to give it a 9.1. Articulation, I'm gonna give it an even 8. And accessories, I'm also gonna give it an even 8, so my overall rating of this figure is an 8.4. And now for the QC issue and price rating. So for the QC rating, I'm going to give it an 8.2, and then the price rating an 8.8. But anyway, that is my review of the Kong Studios Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this figure in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also see you guys later. I knew that was gonna happen, you son of a gun.